guys, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing with you a tour of our homeschool classroom. So let's jump in. So I guess I'll start like counterclockwise, I suppose. And some of this has not changed very much, but I wanted to show you guys anyway. This is our calendar area. Obviously, the seasons will change. The signs will change as the seasons change, rather. So I got a calendar up. Here's where I keep all of our dates. We do poetry reading every morning as part of our calendar routine. Last year we focused on poetry about the months of the year. This year we are focusing on the poems of Shel Silverstein. And then this is my main storage shelf. I've got just a lot of odds and ends here, supplies, artwork. This is kind of new. I thought this was cool. I got this at Target for about 20 bucks. Obviously it's a scale and it's got different measuring devices, cubes to kind of compare. There's some booklets and stuff that go along with it. So I got that. These little guys, these are wood kits that I get at the Dollar Tree. I really like those. Here's the bucket for our complete work. Just various knickknacks, things like that. And then down on the shelf, I have, you can see I have my whiteboard, but I have a bunch of supplies. I have a loose parts bin where things are open. These are replacement items that are still closed. So I keep those kind of hidden so I don't have too much out at once. Play-Doh, Mr. Potato Head. Here's our like nature collections when we go hiking and camping and such, or if we visit a nature center, we'll bring stuff home. Our books, most of our reading stuff. Oh, dinosaurs. Those are all our paints. I have paper, including scrap, construction, writing paper, things like that. This is my bin. This is my little cubby. I keep our lessons for the week. When I do our lesson plans, I just put the various items in folders, and you can see they're labeled like Monday, Tuesday, and so on. And I have like staples, pencils, things like that. Here's some more art stuff. I got these. These are by Mondo Llama, which is Target's line. I think it's exclusive to Target, but it's like art paper, mixed media paper. This huge book was $5. It's probably cheaper now. I might get some more because these are wonderful. The paper quality in here is amazing, even for watercolors. And then these are the kids' like little makeshift easels. You can see it's got like little divots for paint, and then their paper fits in there, and it's just a little art tray so things kind of stay neat. And we have G's acrylics, we have clay. This is our science bucket. You can see we've got a scale, different measuring devices. Technically that could be math as well, but I keep it in science. We have trays for experiments and little printables and things like that. Here we have a tray for math manipulatives and the, I guess, more textbooky items that we keep around. We don't dig into these too much, but we do have them, especially like these little, these smaller little booklets are great for when I'm sick and my husband, should that happen, has to kind of run the homeschool. That way he kind of has like stuff to do. But there's also like writing practices and stuff like that. And then we have just a bunch of art supplies, glue, tape, things like that. Also, one of my cubbies, I keep just various items that kind of help me lesson plan in there. And then we have card games and such. And then down there is our nature cubby. We take a lot of that stuff camping. We got like headlamps and binoculars, G's nature journal, just various other things. And then this is O's little kitchen. He's got all his stuffies back there, but he's got like dishes and food and stuff like that. He's got, this is a favorite. Melissa and Doug has like a sandwich shop pack, and it's got like various breads and meats and cheeses. He likes playing with that thing. So, and then this disaster is all of our toys. This is a very much so a very lived in, used room because it's also our toy room. Legos integral to play and homeschool. We use them in school as well. But all of this stuff, 90% of this is pop. I empty it out and he just fills it up again. It's not my favorite, but he's almost 90. I have his only grandchildren, so I kind of let him get away with a lot. So we use these smocks. The kids wear them for art. And there's my library bag. And then here's some new artwork on the wall that I put up, 2 different charts. I want to get one more with dinosaurs. These are so beautiful. I love them. They're gorgeous. They really just add to the room. I have like other stuff hanging up as well, but these are kind of my favorite. I got these from Heirloom Art Company. These are only $8, which for these vintage type posters is a bit of a steal. I've seen them upwards of $70. So these are awesome, and they have quite a few. I have 2 more. I have one for my bedroom, and then one for my living area with flower charts. So really, really pretty. Love them. And then G's really into like minerals, gemstones, geology in general. So this one I got specifically for him. And then when the dinosaur one comes, that's for O, because O's crazy about dinosaurs. Over here, this is our standard table. Nothing much has changed here, with the except you can tell we were painting here earlier, with the exception of this back area. This is a table, also a school table my mom gave me. I just put it on here mainly to hold our computers so we didn't eat up too much space on our actual work surface. We actually got this computer pretty inexpensively on OfferUp. There are always dudes who like brand new tech that put stuff that's like maybe 1 or 2 years old on OfferUp, so you can get them for a bargain. And that's what we do. So we have this here. We'll watch videos on here. If I need to research something for lesson plans, obviously I use that as well. And then we have some plants back there. This is our bin for library books. I use library books a lot to make my curriculum. And I mean, the library, I can't say enough wonderful things about the library. They just have a lot of great resources for homeschoolers, not just picture books, but like educational books as well. I have books on like math and chemistry, how to make a bar graph, and then, you know, just standard books that the kids pick out. The kids' cars, Lincoln Logs, my son's Red Ryder, a roll of craft paper. I love craft paper. It's great to cover the tables for messes. I use them for parties, things like that. This shelf, pretty standard. It's most of our games. And then this is our loose parts bin right here. And I've got like popsicle sticks that are open. I've got different kinds of beads and googly eyes. These are paper plates that were cut in half for crafts, so we didn't use all of them. Sometimes I'll just put them out and let the kids go to town and just, I don't know, just make something. And then I have a couple of G's dioramas. This is when we were studying the Arctic. He made that, and you can see his little icebergs and such. So super cute. But a lot of games, some toys, various art, our Mickey phone that used to belong to my husband. Right here I have our chart for the words of the week. This will be not only for spelling words for G, but also various vocabulary words. The only thing, I get these at the Dollar Tree, the only thing I don't like is that sometimes these fall and I kind of have to adjust them. Usually a little bit of tape in the middle works just fine, and I'll probably have to do that again. But then I have just some various nature shots that I clipped out of a magazine that I thought were beautiful. And then here's a chart of the California missions. I'm a huge fan of the missions. I've shared footage from videos before. I got this particular chart for $5 at the old mission at Santa Barbara. And it's actually my bucket list to visit all of them. I visited quite a few with the kids, but I want to visit all of them, particularly in San Rafael, where I did, that's what I did my mission on in the 4th grade. And G will be doing this next year. He will make a model and pick a mission to study They're beautiful, wonderful places to visit, even on your own. In fact, some of them even do wine tastings. They're a lot of fun, a lot of history, a lot of beauty there. So definitely, if you are in California along the coast, check one out. And then here, let me move back a little bit so you guys can see my bulletin board. I let the kids pick the theme every year, and this year they chose a science lab. So that's what we went with. And we just cut out a bunch of doohickeys on the cricket. You can see O's contribution there. And then we have the scientific method on here. This is where we will be counting our days of school. We actually start next week, the Monday after this video airs, basically. So we count down and we do a party for our 100 days. And then this is our Wonder Wall section. I did this last year. This was a huge hit. And I cannot take credit for this. This is actually based on an idea by Julie Bogart. She had a question wall in her homeschool. I just call ours a wonder wall because I like Oasis and it just sounds cute. But basically any questions that the kids have, you know, those weird random questions that they ask, you can see we already have a couple on here to research. Why do scabs itch? How do you plant a pineapple? Why do you sneeze with your eyes closed? Anything like that, any type of question that they have will go on here and we'll look it up throughout the year. Usually we save this for a Friday, unless we're just kind of having a downtime day, we'll look it up that second. But a lot of fun. This would even be great, even if you don't homeschool, just to kind of get your kids in the habit of going to you when they have questions, and you showing them how to find answers in a responsible way, especially in this day and age. So I really, really enjoy that idea. That's a lot of fun for us. Like I said, the room is very practical and used. I don't have like an Instagram worthy classroom by any means. I have a few touches that are like, these are very cutesy and very for me. The kids enjoyed it. Obviously G loved the, gosh, I'm so tanned. Ugh. G loved his minerals poster, and the mural behind us is for the kids, but most of this is very kid-centric, kid-friendly. Nothing in here is very precious. You know, we can spill in here, we can do experiments in here and make messes. We can get paint on the tables, and if it doesn't come off, it's not a big deal. So it's a very functional room. It's still very fun for the kids, and it serves not only as a classroom, but an arts and crafts room, just a lot of fun. Really quickly, now that you've seen the classroom, let me go ahead and show you outside our mud kitchen and our tinker table. So out here, this is the backyard right behind the garage. We have our mud kitchen and then a little tinker table. The mud kitchen is mainly for O, but G does use it too. You can see that we're making mud pies earlier. And this was actually an old bed that my mom had given me, and then O's old crib. So he still gets to use his crib. It wasn't new, we bought it used. Wasn't a big deal for us to kind of take it apart. And this way he still gets to use it, so that's nice. And then the what's used as his counter is actually just leftover wooden planks from our flooring. And then he has like a little cutting board right here, and we made all kinds of little pretend foods out of wood blocks. This is all actually extra stuff that got cut off when we were building the mud kitchen. These are the feet of our crib, and then these were just different corners that were cut off for various reasons. And then he has a real stove. It's not a working stove, but he has a real cooktop. It's a Viking. This was actually our old cooktop. It broke. A couple of the burners weren't working anymore. We were down to 2 eventually, so we ended up getting a new one from IKEA that's all digital. So I saw it and I'm like, you know what, let's put it out here for O. So that's what he uses there, and he's got plenty of bowls, and you can see he's got his little kitchen gadgets and some gross muddy water that I will use to water the plants lately. So that's the mud kitchen. And then here is G's tinker table. He has a set of tools. He got some for Christmas like 2 years back. He loves them, still uses them. And this is the table that he generally just kind of fiddles and works with. Sometimes he uses, we have a handsaw that he'll use just to saw wood randomly. You can see he's got saw marks there in the wood here. He will nail two pieces of board together. He will measure stuff. He will build things randomly. He's got like a little shelf underneath. So my husband and G kind of put this together so that he had a surface to work on out here. It's just a way to get outdoor time, something fun to do, get some sensory stuff. Obviously, with G, he can do measurements, and it's a little bit more skilled, but all of it has value, and you can see, like, he has a little pretend microwave that he and my husband put up, so super cute. So anyhow, guys, those are our homeschool spaces. We use them a ton, not just for school, but for play as well, which is really important. I think both kind of go hand in hand. And again, I don't have like Instagram worthy spaces by any means. I think it's important to show realistic, well-used, functional spaces that reflect your children's tastes. I let them pick a lot of colors and patterns that they like. There's a few touches that are mine, but for the most part, if it's a space for them, they get to pick what goes in it. They have a say in that, and I think that it should be inviting for children. But anyhow, I hope this was interesting to you, gave you guys an idea of seeing an actual working, functional homeschool space. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye for now.